Hi, it's Naturally TC. I am coming at you with this video with my juicing techniques. People ask me all the time, how do I juice? What do I do? And such. So I decided to make a quick video. What you see that I'm doing now is just washing the vegetables. Just make sure you cleanse your vegetables really good. I'm actually using a little dishwashing liquid. Now, I'm not sure if that is completely safe. So disclaimer, anything that you see in this video, please consult your physician before doing anything that you see here. But I wash them off with dishwashing liquid because a lot of times, if you feel the vegetables, they have like a light, like waxy coat on them. And if you use the dishwashing liquid, it usually gets it off of there. So you'll see me do this with both the cucumbers and the apples. I usually use more apples than this, but apparently my family thought that the apples was for them. So there were several apples missing by the time I was ready to do my juicing. So I'm just continuing to cleanse all my vegetables. So that's what you'll see me doing here. And just to give you a little background on why I started juicing, most of the times when you see that I'm juicing, and I don't know, people use juicing as, just for specifically for health reasons. And it is very important and it does work. It helps like just totally cleanse your body, detox. It even clears out like mind fog. If you ever feel like really sluggish and, you can't keep up with your thoughts and you're not really sharp, like juicing is a really great way to kind of just reboot your whole system. So I do that, ever so often, where I'll just go on a complete juice fast, or I'll combine it with just a vegan or vegetarian diet, and it really just helps me get back on track, helps me to refocus, both physically and spiritually. I definitely use it as one of my fasting techniques or fasting methods. I don't know if you would call fasting a technique. I don't know. But anyway, I use it as a way that I fast. So sometimes I will go on just juice, where I just do juice only. Currently, right now, I am incorporating it with the Daniel's fast. I'm not completely all the way in yet. So sometimes in order to successfully fast, sometimes you have to like break it down. So if you know that you're not that disciplined of a person, maybe you need to taper down. So like right now, I am juicing plus doing the vegetarian diet, but I still have my coffee this morning. So what you do, everything you do, and I'm just talking from a spiritual aspect, you do it unto the Lord. So don't let anybody judge your fast. They cannot judge your fast because they're not God. So, back to what I was doing in the video. So I cut up those vegetables, those cucumbers, those cucumbers and apples, because I don't have like the best juicer ever. You got to see this. This is why you need to clean your vegetables. Look at this piece of kale. It actually has like mold on it and it's all like gummy and so I got rid of that. So that's why you need to go through your vegetables, even the kale, and you kind of just, and most people of color or anybody, of any ethnic background, you've eaten greens before, collard greens, turnip greens, like you have to clean them. So that's the same thing that you'll be doing with the kale. And I do use my sink, and I go in, I use bleach to clean it out before I use it, so everything's clean. But anyway, so let's see what's happening next. I think I'm going to start juicing. I was talking about my juicer. So the one that I have now is the Hamilton. It's the big mouth juicer. This is my second one I've bought because they're only like $60 and they do the job. Next time I'm probably going to spend a little bit more money and get like a for real deal juicer, since I'm a lot better at it now. It takes time wise, it does take some time. It takes about, I think it took me like 2 hours to do this set. of juicing. So with the cleanup, it's a little bit longer because it takes, you have to clean your machine completely out. So, that you don't get mold, or, if you leave fruit in there, it's going to mold. So you have to make sure that you really clean it out really well. I believe that other juicers are a lot easier. It seems like I'm trying hard to push those vegetables down. No, those were the apples. So the apples are a lot harder to juice. The cucumbers is where you're going to get a lot of your water or a lot of your juice. So I think I had like 6 cucumbers there, a bag of apples, about 7 lemons, and 4 bunches of kale. So that's what you see me juicing here. Towards the end of the video, I think I end up with like 7 jars of juice. Now those jars of juice were 12 ounces each. And what I did, I spent about $18 for that set of juice. So you can average that out how you like, as far as when you go to other juice places, people that, make your juices for you, and, these different places that have juices, and see how much you can save by just doing it yourself. But even though you save money doing it yourself, it does cost a lot of your time. So you have to have time to do this. And eating healthy and living healthy really does take time. It takes some effort. And I was like, it seems like anything that's natural, because, I do hair too. So even doing natural hair takes time. And I'm like, wow, God, everything natural takes time. So, I don't know. He did intend for us to work. I got to be all deep about it. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I am trying all that like fuzzy pulp. I guess that's what you would call it, or I don't know if they call it pulse. I'm not sure. But that stuff, yeah, that stuff. So what I do is I take my juice and I send it through this strainer, and I just, try to separate that from the juice. And with the kale, you will see I'll just go ahead, and because you don't get that much juice when you juice the kale, like it's only a little bit. So I'll like strain out a little bit of it, and then I'll just pour the rest in there and just mix it together, because it's good for you. I know some people probably do drink that stuff, but I don't really like it. So see, I'm scooping it out. It's just right on the top. You can scoop it out, and then there is still some juice under there. Scoop away. Yeah. Okay, like there's hardly no juice. Okay. Look, I'm watching it just like y'all. So yeah, I put the rest in there. And there you have it. Like, it's really a process. I know people have asked me all the time, you're gonna make me some juice? I'm like, like, I have a hard time making it for myself. All the little containers, you could get those anywhere, the dollar store, whatever. Containers are easy. Now what I do is I put that like just a grocery bag in the back there to catch all of that stuff, because if you just let it go into the container, it's just like a really big mess. And what happens is once it gets full, it kind of spills back over into your juice. So you want to make sure that you're cleaning it out as you go, so it doesn't get full and then you end up with those chunky pieces in your juice. Now this also has to be cleaned out as you go, because it gets full, like, and juice can't get through there. So you'll see that you'll end up with like big chunky pieces, and you don't want that. You want just the juice. So I just go and clean it on both sides. use a little scrub brush because that's what works best. Yeah, and so just some more